Hello dear students, welcome back. As you know all, we are studying the fourth life process, that is the excretion. So in previous class we have studied the human excretory system. Let us continue the excretion topic and today let us study about the excretion in the plants and also dialysis. So at first we'll study about the process of the dialysis, next we'll go to the excretion in the plants. As you know all, so kidneys takes a very important role in the process of the excretion, otherwise in the human excretory system. So what they does, they filters the blood, otherwise they helps to purify the blood and they remove the waste products like the urea and waste salts and the excess of water from the blood, and they purifies the blood and it will send back to the all parts of the body. Is it right? If they fails to perform their function, so what might be done? So there are the two chances. So either we can transplant the kidney or we can do the dialysis process. So in the transplantation there is a very difficult, otherwise we can face many problems because suitable kidneys will be not available. So that time dialysis will be done. So what is dialysis? It is a process of the purifying the blood by the artificial kidney, or we can also say by the dialyzer. So this process is called as the what? Dialysis. So the dialysis is a process, it is used for cleaning the blood of the person by separating the waste substance from it, is called as the dialysis. So what will be done in the dialysis? In this dialysis process, blood will be removed out from the body, otherwise waste blood, otherwise mixed blood, otherwise impure blood will be removed out from the body and it will be purified. Again it will be injected into the body. So this is done by the dialyzer. Also we can call it as the artificial kidney. So it is called as what? The dialysis. So you can observe the diagram here. One diagram I have drawn, it is nothing but the process of the dialysis. So what all the things are there in the process of the dialysis you can observe here. So this dialyzer is containing a tank. So this is called as the dialyzer tank. It is containing the glucose and the water. And glucose and water it will be containing, you can observe the tube-like structure. So the tube will be containing two ends. So one end will be connected to artery of the human and next another end will be connected to the vein. So you know the function of the artery, it collects the impure blood from all the parts of the body, so that blood will be injected into the, so that blood will come through the artery and that tube will be injected, that tube will be inserted into the artery, and then that helps to take out the blood from that artery, and that blood will transfer to the dialyzer. So that blood will be transferring through that tube. Tube will be containing the semi-permeable membrane. Is it right? So that next end, what happened? The dialyzer tank will be containing the solution of the glucose and water, and its pH will be same as blood will be containing. So what happened? That impure blood will be it will be transferred into the dialyzer tank. During that process, what will happen? By the process of the diffusion, impure substances, that is waste substances like urea, waste salts and excess of water will be dissolved into the dialyzing solution. So here it will be containing two ends. From one end, so fresh dialyzing solution will be entering it into the tank, and from the another end, so waste dialyzing solution will be going out into the dialyzing tank. It will be continuously taking place. So what happened? From the one end, dialyzing solution will be coming into the tank, and from the another end, so waste dialyzing solution will be going out from the tank. So this is about the structure of water dialyzing solution. So afterwards all the impure substances will be absorbed by the dialyzing solution. So the now purified blood will be connected to the vein of the human. So it will be pumped into the vein. By that it will be transported to the human's body. So by that what we can do? We can purify the blood. It is right. So it is about what? Process of the dialysis. It's a very useful process. So in the place of the failure of the kidney, we can use this process to purify the blood. So I have written some of the steps. stepwise you can observe here the blood from an artery in the patient's arm is made to flow into the dialyzer by the artery of the human. So what they does, they connects the tube. So from that what happened, the blood will be entered into the that tube, and by that what happened, so that blood will be transported to the dialyzer. So in the dialyzer what happened, dialyzer of a dialysis machine made of a long tubes of a selectively membrane which are coiled in the tank of the solution. This is the tank and this is the tube of a semi-permeable membrane. So these tubes are coiled into the dialyzer tank. So next process is what? Dialyzing solution contains the water, glucose and salts in similar concentration to those in the normal blood. So whatever the concentration of the blood will be there, in the same concentration, so what will be there, the dialyzing solution will be there, and this dialyzing solution will be containing water, salts and some of the water, salts and the glucose. So next, as the patient's blood passes through the dialyzing solution, most waste like urea present in it pass through the selectively permeable tubes into the dialyzing solution. I have said you, so that what is that dialyzing solution will absorb the waste products like urea and other waste salts by the dialyzing solution. So now blood will become pure. Otherwise, that blood will be free from the waste substances. So after that what will be done? The clean blood pumped back into a vein of a patient's arm. Understanding is the process of the dialysis. I hope you all understood, and it's a very important topic for you all. So just study about it. So next we'll go to the excretion in plant. So as we know, all the living organism performs all the 4 life processes. They will have the food, so the digestion, nutrition, digestion, transportation and the excretion. All those 4 life processes will be taken place in the living organism. So in the same way, plants also perform the process of the excretion. So you know that they will be not having the particular parts to perform this excretion. So how they does? So there are the various parts. So from that what they does, they excrete the waste products. So plants also produce the waste substances in the form of the liquid, gas and solid. All 3 forms of the waste substances will be removed out from the plants by the various processes. Let us study in detail about it today. So at first we'll see about the gas waste. Like you know that in the process of the respiration, so in the process of the photosynthesis, so what will be done? So oxygen will be removed out. Otherwise, so many waste gases will be produced in the place of the in the plants. So like see here, the gaseous waste of respiration and photosynthesis in the plants are the carbon dioxide, water vapor and the oxygen are removed through the stomata in the leaves and the lentils in the stems and released to the air. So you know that in the process of the photosynthesis, so carbon dioxide will be used. So and what will be released out? Oxygen will be released out and water vapor also produced. And during the night time, carbon dioxide also will be, excess of carbon dioxide will be released from the plants. Is it right? So how they release this out? They are the waste products now. So how they will release out from the plant? So in the place of the stomata. So you know that stomata are present on the surface of the leaves. So by the process of the transpiration, so exchange of the gases will take place. During that time, waste gases will remove out from the stomata. Is it right? So and also by water vapor also removes out through the stomata. So in the place of the stomata, what happened? Gaseous waste will be removed out from the plant. So next we'll go to the another substances like the plants get rid of the stored solid and liquid waste by the shedding of the leaves and peeling of a bark and felling of the fruits. So we have observed that yellow leaves will fall up, otherwise it will take place. Yellow leaves will shed off. So by the what it is, they are so waste products will be stored in that. So because of that, what happened? So they falls. They shed off due to the shedding of the leaves we can observe, and peeling of the bark you have observed in almost all the plants. So what happened? Peeling of the bark you have observed, and also what we can observe, felling of the fruits. So some fruits, what happened? They will, so before the maturation, what they does? They falls down. So what happens in that? Waste products like liquid products and solid products will be stored in that. Because of that, they will be removed out through the leaves and peeling of the bark and also by the fruits. It is about the liquid and the solid. In some time, what happened? The plants get rid of waste by secreting them in the form of the gums and resins. So you know that some plants will secrete the gums and the resins. They are useful, but they are the waste products of the plant. So they will secrete from the plant, and it will be so what is it? It is the removing of a waste products from the plant. So so they will get rid of the solid products by the secretion of the gums and the resins. So next we'll say about plants also secretes some of them. Plants also excrete some waste substance into the soil around them. So any remaining waste will be there. So what they will do? So they remove out into the soil. So by the roots, what they will do? So they will remove out some of the waste substance which are remaining inside the plants. So by this process, what they does? So any waste substances will be produced in them. So they will release this out. So they will remove out. Understanding? Is the process of the excretion in the plants. So here our lesson life process completes. So next we'll start the another lesson. So if you have any difficulty regarding life process lesson, so we will discuss in the Google Meets live class. Thank you.